the social media people's
credit,
to their credit, you know, a lot of them are funny. They were underdeveloped, but they were funny and they were very likable.
Willie D Live.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You were talking about how the promoters will just put somebody up on stage just because they can sell tickets. They don't give a damn if they're funny or not.
Yeah.
They just put them on stage if they can sell tickets. You ever had a moment where you wanted to whoop on one of the promoters for doing that? Because they mess the game up when they do that. They mess the overall comedy experience up for the fans.
Yeah.
And, you know, because a lot of the fans, they're really not comedy connoisseurs. They just know that, oh, this guy's hot. You know, I heard a few jokes. I like him. Let's go check him out.
Yeah.
And so now they go and they see, oh, this guy ain't hot. And now, so that guy, they spent their money to go check out this guy. Now they're a little bit more reluctant. They're jaded. They don't want to go check out the real dude.
Yeah.
Because they just blew their money over here messing with this guy, thinking just because he was booked, because they're trusting the promoter. They're trusting the venue that they're going to bring funny people.
Right.
They're not thinking that these guys are just bringing somebody just because they can sell tickets and they don't give a damn if you have a good time or not.
Right. No, I mean, I never was in a position where I wanted to whoop a promoter's ass behind that. You know what I mean? Because the truth of the matter is when all the viral stuff really start first popping off and the other comedians that were, you know, coming up the conventional way and really hadn't figured social media out yet, promoters were really like staying away from other comics. You had to have a name. You know what I mean? So if you were just a regular comedian that didn't have a name, you were funny, but you didn't have a name. Promoters weren't. They didn't even
still
care.
like that.
Yeah, like right. They didn't even care. They just kind of like, you know, who are you? You know what I mean? And you know, next thing you know, it's like when Varnell Hill met Martin. You know what I'm saying? It was like you got this one guy over here. He ain't funny, but you know, and it's not just on the promoters either, because the public.
Ultimately, I was going to say, it's on the fans.
It's on the fans. I mean, yeah, I mean, like you know, they clamored over these people, and I'm not, you know, sour graping at all. What I'm saying is like they decided we like this guy, and they decided, you know, everything this person says is just, you know, hilarious, and you know what I mean, and you know, we love them, and to the social media people's
credit.
To their credit, you know, a lot of them are funny. They were underdeveloped, but they were funny and they were very likable. You know what I mean? And shout out to all of them who have been able to sustain themselves. You know what I mean? To say, hey, look, I grabbed onto a rocket and I held on to that motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And you know, and I'm happy to see that, because a lot of them were young black people who could have been doing anything else. You know what I'm saying? So I never had no hatred in my heart. I just always wanted to figure that part out. You know what I mean?
So you had that mentality, like, don't get mad, get even.
Yeah, like you got to
work harder.
If this is what it is, because the generations before us, but they had other vehicles. Like social media was a vehicle, but before that, Comic View and Def Jam was a vehicle. And then Wildin' Out became a vehicle, and like Living Color became a vehicle. You know, there was certain things that were there that helped you get out. You know what I mean? The only difference was, you know, Wildin' Out is a television show. Living Color, Comedy, all those were television shows. Somebody had to pick you to be on there. You know what I mean? Social media is like the Wild Wild West.